Okay.
Great logo on it.
I'm sorry?
I said you got a great logo on the bottom.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We're going to have some fun today. All right. Embracing the AI age with practical applications for seniors. I'm Hewie Poplock. I have another presentation an hour from now. And so I talked to Pat and agreed to make this a two-part presentation because I have at least an hour and I can go longer. I've got a lot more things that I could show you. I could be on here for weeks without a break. Uh, there's a lot going on with AI. So I am going to get as far as I think I can get today. Then I'm going to move forward. There's a couple of things I want to end with today. And then you don't meet in December, but you do meet in January. So we'll take up from here in January when I'm done. So let's get started so we can get as much in today as we can. If you want to reach me, it's Hewie at Hewie.net. Hewie is the way I spell it, and let's get started. Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States, George Washington.
Welcome to the meeting of the Cajun Clickers Computer Club serving the Baton Rouge area. Today's presentation is all about artificial intelligence. You will be amazed at some of the current tools that are available. Many that Hewie will show today are free.
Thank you, George. What is AI? AI, artificial intelligence, is a technology that helps computers to think and learn like humans. It's a brain for computers that can help them to do things that normally only humans can do, such as recognizing faces, playing games, and even driving cars. AI is used in many things we use every day, like smartphones, video games, and even some toys. It's a very exciting field that's growing fast and has the potential to change the world in many ways. ChatGPT is a chatbot that can have conversations by generating responses that sound human. It's been trained on tons of text data to learn patterns about how we use language. When you give it a prompt, it predicts the next word that should come in the response by looking at the words you used and the patterns it has learned. So it can come up with responses that make sense based on what you typed. So it's different than just doing a search. One of the things that you've got to realize about ChatGPT, it only came out 3 years ago. It was in November of 2022, 3 years ago, when this AI thing just opened up and then it just has exploded since then. The technology behind it is complex, using neural networks which are inspired by the human brain, but basically it has shown lots of examples of conversations so it can imitate that. It's pretty good at responding sensibly on common topics, but can get confused around obscure stuff it hasn't seen examples of before. The key is it doesn't actually understand language or have real thoughts. It just uses statistics to guess the next word that would sound reasonable and continue the conversation. An AI search and a Google search are different ways of finding information on the internet. An AI search can talk to you like a friend and give you answers using its own words. It can also learn from your preferences and past searches to give you more personalized results. A Google search can show you a list of websites, images, or news articles that are related to what you type in the search box. It can also give you snippets of information from different sources, but it cannot write its own answers. An AI search is more interactive and creative, while a Google search is more informative and comprehensive. For instance, here's AI using ChatGPT 4.0. Who won the World Series? and it answered the question. Instead of going out and looking for information, it gives you the answer to your question. Uh, if you do a Google search, it's going to look something like this. And now it's awful small because I took a whole page here, but let's zoom in a little bit. So it zooms in on the New York Yankees and then gives us some information about it. And as we move down the page, it gives us some links to some videos and it gives us some links to articles. So it's not answering our question, it's only sending us to where we might find those answers. But AI works a little bit different. It will give you not only that information, but it'll tell you all about the games and information about them as well. You can also, using AI, translate. Now, I don't speak Spanish or French. Some of you may, but so you can see in this translation, this is from a website called OpenL or OpenAI.io. It's for translating. But you can see I used a recipe to how to boil eggs, and it translates it to Spanish and to French and to many other languages as well. And I've been told that the translations are quite good and quite accurate. You can see on the left here, you have many languages you can choose from, and they do have some free access. And as I go through these various articles today, you're going and websites, you're going to see different pricing, and I'm posting those not so much it because some of them may have changed, but you get an idea that some have free, some aren't free, some are fairly expensive, some are relatively inexpensive if you go by the month. But I'll point things out as we go through this. Let me clear my throat for a moment. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Okay, so we're going to use Microsoft's image creator, and I asked it to give me a picture using that same paragraph about hard boiling eggs. And here are the pictures it gave. Not too good, are they? Well, different programs take text and make images out of them, and they have some have good quality, some don't, and it's gotten a lot better. Now, the ones that I'm showing you here, these were answered. It was a couple of years ago. Now you're going to get much better pictures from most of the text to image. But here is just asking for a picture of some hard-boiled eggs. Look what I got. Very accurate, very good, and actually quite photographic. So let's go to the next one here. Here's something that you can do with AI. This is a refrigerator full of food, not mine. This is from a source. Anyway, somebody took a picture of the inside of their refrigerator, and you can do it with yours. Then what you do is you type in the prompt. You are an expert chef. You will be given items in the fridge from your friend, Visual Chat GPT. Use the items to come up with 5 food items that can be created with them. If prompted for more information, provide a quick recipe. So that was the prompt. You saw the picture, and this is what it gave back. Now, reading it is not important right now to this, but the fact that it gave us 5 different recipes using what it saw in that refrigerator. And here's a second response to adding to the conversation. I said, well, come up with some food recipe ideas that are tasty yet unique. And it came up with 5 more recipes. So these are things that you can do with AI that make it fun or make it useful. So how AI can impact healthcare. It can improve diagnostics, advance treatment, boost patient engagement, and support admin tasks. Artificial intelligence, or AI, is being used in the development of medicines and vaccines. Researchers are using machine learning-based models to discover new candidate drugs and vaccines. In addition, AI is being used to create proteins that may be useful as vaccines, cancer treatments, or even tools for pulling carbon pollution out of the air. Properly designed AI has the potential to make the healthcare system more efficient and less expensive, fill the gaps in access to quality care in the world's poorest places, and serve an unblinking watchdog on the lookout for medical errors. Improving diagnostics. Imagine AI helping doctors diagnose diseases more accurately and quickly. Research is developing AI models that can analyze medical images such as x-rays and scans to detect early signs of diseases like cancer. This could lead to faster treatment and better outcomes for patients. Personalized treatment. Research is also exploring how AI can personalize treatment plans for patients. By analyzing a patient's medical history, genetics, and lifestyle, AI can help doctors tailor treatments that are more effective and have fewer side effects. 3, enhancing accessibility. In many parts of the world, access to quality healthcare is limited. Research is using AI to develop tools that can help bridge this gap. For example, they're creating AI-powered systems that can screen for eye diseases using the smartphone photos, or making it easier for people in remote areas to get diagnosed and treated. Predicting health risks. AI is even venturing into predicting health risks before they become serious problems. By analyzing large amounts of health data, AI can identify patterns that may indicate an increased risk of developing certain diseases. This could allow for early intervention and preventive measures. And here's some quotes about things that are going on in the health industry. In medical imaging, AI is being used to review thousands of images and detect diseases through computerized tomography, or CT, and magnetic resonance, or MR, imaging. This may be particularly useful in settings where demand for human expertise exceeds supply or where data is too complex to be efficiently interpreted by human readers. Artificial intelligence, or AI, is used in autonomous autos to improve vehicle safety, increase fuel efficiency, and provide drivers with enhanced connectivity features. AI technology, self-driving car systems, and developers of self-driving cars use vast amounts of data from image recognition systems, along with machine learning and neural networks, to build systems that can drive autonomously. I have not ridden in a taxi or a car that doesn't have a driver. I'm kind of leery of that. I think most of us our age probably are, but you know, the young people aren't going to care. And in more and more cities now, they even have taxis that are driven without a person driving them. AI is used to simulate real world conditions to safety test autonomous vehicles. And Stanford researchers surveyed the algorithms and say they're good, but work remains. Tesla produces electric cars equipped with autopilot. The company's Advanced Driver Assistance System, or ADAS, that enables automatic steering, accelerating, braking, lane changing, and parking. Tesla's approach is called imitation learning, and their algorithms learn from decisions, reactions, and movements of millions of actual drivers around the world. A simple prompt when you're using something like ChatGPT or any of the chatbots, you want to start out as a role, and then create a task, and then show as a format. For instance, you're a teacher, and you need a cover letter. As I'm looking down the list here, to with some bullet points, or as a PDF is going to be the format. And once you do this and then you give the instructions of what you want, it's going to give you what you're looking for. Prompt engineering is a technique used in artificial intelligence to teach computers to understand and respond to human language. It involves crafting the right questions or instructions to guide AI models to produce desired outcomes. A well-crafted prompt can steer an AI model towards a specific output. It's used to train large language models, or LLMs, which are machines that can understand and generate human-like language. Prompt engineering is enabled by in-context learning, which is a model's ability to temporarily learn from prompts. Being a good prompt engineer involves combining the disciplines of AI, programming, language, problem solving, and even art to thrive on if you're looking for a career path. So here is some examples, or here are a couple of examples using some prompts, and you can see underneath the prompts, it can be very involved and give you a very detailed prompt of what you're looking for, or it can be as simple as a bird in the hand ceramic. Okay, to add life to your image, you need to add various components to your prompts. Action of the prompt. This tells AI what action is being taken. For example, a cat riding a bicycle. Action execution technique. This tells AI how the subject is performing the actions. For example, a cat riding a bicycle boldly. The mood of the image. The mood can be described as using adjectives to convey the atmosphere or emotion of the scene. For example, a happy cat riding a bicycle with confidence. Background description. This provides context and setting for the image and can include details such as location, time of day, weather, or any relevant elements. For example, a cat riding a red bicycle with confidence in the rain along a peaceful road. And there we go. These are some examples of text to image. And let me show you, let's see, what do I have here? This particular website gives you the ability to get free access to them and then gain extra credits so you can use them at any time. And I'm up to over 3,000 credits. And each credit on this particular website is about one picture or one image. So I can be on this website forever. It's not one of the best. It's good, but it's not one of the best. But here are some samples of things that I have created. This is a collage of things that I have created using this particular program called Night Cafe. You can see the uniqueness and the quality of some of these are just amazing. Again, you can use a cheat sheet like I showed you earlier. This is another one. You can find lots of these, and I'm intermixing these things so you get an idea, different ideas along the way. So this was another way of, again, a role, a task, and then some kind of a format. And then there are lots of help places and cheat sheets along that are out there that you can use that'll help you with prompting and getting a better prompt. In fact, I even use ChatGPT and I say, give me a prompt to do such and such, and it'll give me a good prompt to do it. Here's a text prompt. I want you to act as an essay writer. You'll need to research a given topic, formulate a thesis statement, and create a persuasive piece of work that is both informative and engaging. My first suggestion request is I need help writing a persuasive essay about the importance of reducing technology waste in our environment. You can see that it was a very long response. I cut out a whole bunch in the middle, so that's what that little wavy black thing is, where I tore the page and I'm showing you the beginning and the end of a very long result from my prompt. Here's another one, a dog in a canoe. It looks very real, and this is text to image. I typed in a dog in a canoe, and it created the image to go along with it. That simple. Here are some other examples using other ways to create other formats to create the image, and a little bit different way of putting the prompt. And here are some very well done uh, advertisements that were done using Image Creator and Night Cafe. Here's a collage of many images that I've done and just made a big collage out of them. And you can see all different types of pictures. Some can be very strange, some can be very realistic, and so on. And we'll be getting more into that. Okay, now how do you find which tool to use? Are you going to use ChatGPT? Are you going to use something else? There's a lot of tool lists out there that will help you. This happens to be one of them, and it's called Future Tools, and he has several thousand tools. And what you can do is you type in the search box up here. You type in the search box an idea what kind of tool you're looking for, and it'll immediately. You don't even have to hit enter, and it'll show you different tools. Then you can click on one of those tools, and it will take you to more information about it, and then it'll actually take you to the website of that tool. Here is another list of tools from somebody else who has thousands of them, and he has them in a spreadsheet. You can't download the spreadsheet, but you can go back to it as often as you wish. And here's another one, Super Tools, the Rundown AI, and it also gives you different ways and different types of AI topics and tools that you can use. So there's lots of tools and lots of ways. AI is very broad. Uh, a couple of years ago, I started following a lot of newsletters, and so I put a list together of some of the newsletters that I use. Now, some of them are still around. Some I've added a whole bunch more. Some I may not read anymore. But I do have a YouTube video out there that will show you some of the kinds of newsletters that are out there about AI that can keep you up to date on this, because it's changing every day. To keep up with this, I'm literally spending hours every day just reading newsletters to find out what's new, and then clicking on it and going down rabbit holes and spending hours looking at some of these things. I also did a prelude to this presentation called Exploring Artificial Intelligence Tools for Senior Empowerment. I did that quite a while ago, so this is a little bit older version, and it's on YouTube as well, on my channel on YouTube. Okay, so here's Gemini from Google. And so when I type in gemini.google.com, it says, "Hello, Hewie, how can I help you today?" And then it gives you some examples of some things, and I can type something. And you just enter a prompt. So it's here's another one. This is Copilot from Microsoft. Hewie, it's great to see you. So it personalizes and it makes a conversation of it, and then it's waiting for you to talk to it. And this is from the Microsoft. These are some creations using their text to image. And this is Copilot's Designer. And again, text to image. And let's see, this is transform long form content. Check your email. And when you register for these, and almost all of them, before you can do anything, you got to register. At first, I was very much against, I don't want to give them my name and address before I even see what they can do. But a lot of them require you to do that. And I started to do it. But some of the way some of them let you in, this is one example. I will show you other examples of that as we go along. This one is check your mail. We sent you a temporary login link, and it tells me what email address it sent it to. And then I click it, and then I go out and I had to look in my junk mail because it went to junk mail. So when you do this, because it doesn't know, and it's usually it may say no reply or whatever. So it may be in your junk mail if you don't see it right away in your regular email. So you do need to do that. It says sign in to that particular one. Here's the email I got. It had a link, so all I had to do was click on that link, and I was in. So it's just a way of proving that you are who you say you are. And so it protects them somewhat and protects you. And then here's what that particular one cost. It was $6 a month, or they had a one-time fee for 1 year of $50. So that's uh, quite a bit cheaper per month. And you'll see that a lot of them are in the $15 to $20 range as we go along. Verification code, sometimes it'll pop up when you go to one of these websites and it'll say, we're going to send you a verification code. Sometimes they send it to your email address. Sometimes they'll ask you for a phone number and they'll send it to that. And then they send you a code, you type in the code, and it takes you to there. Now, here is an AI website that I used a lot, and it was one that would take your text and make images out of it, and it was totally free, and it was great. And it did a real good job of making what I wanted, and so I was using it on a regular basis, and I was using it for free. Then what happened was I got a notice saying, "Uh-oh, we're having problems. We can't afford to keep giving it away free. So we're sorry, but we're no longer going to allow you to have it free. You can subscribe for $8 a month. You get 4,000 tokens, and you can do all kinds of things with it." And I was going to pay the subscription, but I waited a while, and you know what happened? Pretty soon, I got an email saying we're closing shop. We can't stay open. And so it went away. So in a lot of cases, I don't recommend, especially if it's a brand new service, to even though it's going to be cheaper by the month, I wouldn't recommend getting a year's subscription because it may not last a year, or there may be something else that's going to be newer that's going to do a better job, and you're gonna want to switch to that. If you've already paid for it for the year, you don't get your money back, but you can use it for the rest of the year. Watching my time. A lot of these websites don't have tech support at their websites, these tools. They use a service called Discord. Discord is a place where where they set it's a server they can use to communicate back and forth with you. And as you can see, all of these icons along the left-hand side are different Discord channels that I belong to, and each one has a whole different set of messages. And this is where the authors of these various tools can tell you about updates. They can tell you about fixes that they're doing. If you're having a problem, you can put it up there. Other people can see it. They'll give you maybe other users will give you ways to do something you want to do. It's a community for each of the different tools that subscribe to Discord. And the Central Florida Computer Society even set up what looks like an old BBS or bulletin board service that a lot of our user groups, I know and individuals had many years ago. Mike Ungerman set up a BBS for the Central Florida Computer Society on Discord. And Mike's got a video, and I can get you the link if anyone's interested in starting a BBS or for even just joining Mike's. There's a lot of information. There's various topics where people pop in and mention things. So it's a nice community. Okay, so here's some plans and pricing for another service. This is called Gamma. They have a free plan and an upgrade to $8 a month or a Pro for 15 a month. As you can see, as you move up the plans, you get more and more for your money. And then most of them uh, bill by the month or by the year. And this is yearly billing. If you move this over and click monthly billing, and I've got one example of that, not sure if this is the one or not, uh, but it'll show you the differences. So this one's $8 if you do it yearly. Here's another one. It's $20 a month. Uh, Time-stamped chapters for your YouTube videos. One click, and I have something I wanted to use. There was no info and no pricing when I went to it. So do I sign up for it? Do I log in? I don't know, and sometimes I'll do a search and say, what do you know about this particular site? And do they have, what's the pricing? And sometimes AI will come back and give me that information so I don't have to sign up for a particular service to get to see what's free or what isn't free. Here's another one, Credo.ai. They do have a free level, uh, and then they have a $24 a month and $86. No, yeah, that's 24 a month or 86 a quarter. You got to watch what it's saying here too, because sometimes it'll say one time, sometimes it'll say quarter, sometimes a month, and in some cases it's a week. So you got to pay attention to what they're saying there too. Here's a really good website for text to image, and I believe they're doing text to video and video. I'm sorry, and then text to image, and then image to video. So there, it's a very powerful and very good website, Leonardo.ai, and I use the free. I get up to 150 generations per day. That's 150 different images I can create. And so, and then there's other things that you can get in the free plan. So I use it once in a while. Obviously, if I want something a little bit better, it costs me more credits, and I can end up uh, running out, and I may have to wait till the next day to finish up a particular project. Here's Notely.ai, another one. They have a free plan, a silver plan by month, $8 or $16 a month is their gold plan. And here's another one. They call it freemium. It's it's free, but and you get some use, but they want you to use the premium at $6 a month, and they say it was marked down from 12. And sometimes a lot of these do reduce the pricing to get more people to use it, and they're finding ways, that their costs to cut costs so that they can make it available to you for less money. Here's one that I used quite often. I am not a subscriber at this moment. I may go back to it. That's the nice thing about subscribing to these services. You can subscribe for a month and then go to another one, subscribe to that for a month, and so on. It's kind of like your TVs, your streaming TV services. You can turn them off, turn them on as you need them or you want to use them. Pictory was one. It was creating some great presentations for me, but then I started using some others and tried some other things because it got too repetitious in the way it worked. But it's a very good one, and they keep improving it as well. Here's another one called Poe. And again, this is how you sign up for it. You put in your email address and click go, or you can continue with your Google. You can use a Google sign in for it. Here's one called PromptBot. And again, when you go to it, you don't see pricing at all here, but it does tell you right here. It's a free AI tool that simplifies the process of creating detailed, powerful prompts. So it's creating prompts. It's a tool to do that. Here's another one. Free forever at $1. And it doesn't, it's $1, I'm sorry, free credits. You get 3 free credits. Wow, what can you do for the 3 free credits? It may not be much. So, and then they have different pricing. So the pricing is all over the place with these. And so you got to kind of figure them out and then make sure that you're comparing and because it's so much for a credit, well, you don't know how many, you got to figure out how many credits it is to do what you want to do. It may use, if it says you get 100 credits, you may use all 100 credits just trying to get one image out of it or one result from it. So you've got to be careful there. One of the ones I'm using, they deal in millions of credits. But to do something, it might be 400,000 credits. So you can use those millions up pretty quick. Here's another upload images, upscale media. This is something you can do. Uh, when over the years, if you've been working with images at all, when you've got a very small image and you want to make it bigger, it pixelates it. Well, AI can fill in those pixels, and they call it upscaling. Or you can take something that's very low quality and make it higher quality. And so there's upscaling. So you upload an image and it does the work, and then you download the new image. Here's one when you sign up for it, it says check your inbox, and they will send you uh, either an email telling you to click something or give you a code to put in. So they'll do various things. Uh, this is a website that will do a lot of different things. It has so it's a tool of tools, and I want to show you some of the different things that you can do with AI. Here's YouTube to a newsletter. You can take a YouTube video and make a newsletter out of it, or YouTube to Twitter threads, or to LinkedIn posts or simple tweets from this website. Uh, let's go to the next one. And two, this they have a 7 day trial. You can only use it for free for 7 days. Then you got to pay $29 or $30 a month, and that's paying for it monthly. And this is, let's see if this is still Tugan. Yeah. Sales page to YouTube ads, sales page to Facebook ads, from YouTube to Instagram posts, from an article to Instagram post, YouTube to a Facebook post. So if you got a YouTube video and you want to make a Facebook post out, this will do it for you, and an article to a Facebook post. And here's one called Hey Jen. My timing is almost there because I'm almost to where I want to end this. Hey Jen, and somewhere's in here, it's probably going to be in January. I'll show you how I used Hey Jen. It is one of the best of the tools out there for what it does. And what it does, it'll take you put in some text. It will give you an avatar. In other words, what looks like a person. It'll have them speak, and it'll make it look like they're really speaking. It's very realistic. And I'm going to show you an example of that. We'll probably get to that next in part 2. Here's something called Zoomscape, creating stunning Zoom backgrounds with AI. You can go to this website and use this tool to create backgrounds to make interesting backgrounds for your Zoom meetings. And here's something called Notice. And this one it's got a free and a $20 mode and so on. And let's see. Yeah, this is the one. You'll see that this is billed annually, so it's $19 per month. But if I go to the next one, uh, and want to do it monthly, it's $23. So it's more expensive by the month. But as I say, I don't recommend in most cases using it and getting a 1 year subscription. Here's another GenVid, something I've used. It's $49 per video. I haven't used it. I'm not going to pay $49 to create one video. And that's 15-second video. That's only 15 seconds. That's not like doing a video like we're doing right now. It's for a 15-second video, it's $50. Now, who would pay something like that? Somebody who makes a living doing video ads, a 15-second ad or something. If you did it live and not using AI, it could be hundreds or thousands of dollars to do it. Here's another one. Outrank competitors with factual on-brand content. Uh, 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 $80, let's see, zero for hobby projects and $19 per month for a small team and $500 per month for an enterprise, a big company. Open Arts, another one. You don't need to claim free daily credits. We're making all the basic image generations unlimited. That's why you don't see free credits anymore. Now you can generate unlimited images. Now sign up to claim. Now I don't know if they're even still in business. I haven't used this. Well, some of these free ones, they do it free to get people to use it, to find out how to improve it and how to fix the bugs. And then they start charging. Here's Anthropic, which is Claude, is another chat service out there, a chat app that I use quite a bit, and it's called Claude, and it's from a company called Anthropic. And here's Perplexity, another one that I use, a chatbot. I don't pay for Perplexity. I know some people who do. I pay $20 a month for ChatGPT. I might stop using it for a while and then use Perplexity for a few months and use it because it goes into greater detail when you're and you can do more things when you are a paid subscriber. Immersity.ai is another 2D to 3D motion, 2D to 3D video, 2D to 3D image. So you say 3D image, how do you do a 3D image on a computer? Well, let's take a look at some samples of that. Here's some what's new and so on. So it tells you a little bit about it, and let's go to it. So here is an example of a straight picture. Now, if we want to give it a 3D look using Immersity.ai, this is what you do. And here's another example using that tool. It's not 3D but it does give that effect. And this next one is one I really like this. And it's just by using some motion, it's giving it some 3D effects. And you can do that with any picture that you have and create that kind of a result. Okay, I'm going to skip this. We're going to come back to this next month. And I'm going to end with this for today. Suno.com, styles of music. You can produce music. You can have it write the words, or you can have another service write the words, and then you can go out to Suno and say, okay, here are the words, or create the words, give me music to it, and give me a song. And you can, I did this free, but let's take a look at what you can do. Here's the song I did today.
Down in Baton Rouge, where the bayou winds blow, there's a group of folks you ought to know. Since 1989, they've lit the spark, teaching tech by heart, leaving a mark with the Cajun clickers, proud and true, sharing the knowledge in all we do. From PCs, tablets, phones in hand, we help our friends across the land. All volunteer, we're non-profit strong, helping neighbors all year long. Workshops buzzing every week, We fix, we learn, we share, we speak. We're the Cajun Clickers, proud and true, sharing the knowledge in all we do. Click by click and bite by bite, we make technology